Okay, what's up, YouTube? This is the second time. I don't know why after I make the first video, I hit next. I always close out of the app because of something, and then I go back to the app and then it restarts and then I lose my video. I just lost a 13-minute video, so I'm gonna try to speed this up and get this done before 13 minutes. So, uh, I'm gonna try to be making a video every every Wednesday night, Thursday morning around midnight, because that's when I usually get here. Usually have a little free time. So every week I'm gonna be trying to post a video at this time. So I'm out of breath. I just hooked up to my trailer, ran inside to grab stuff I needed to leave. So I'm gonna knock these out real quick. Covenant questions. I'm gonna knock these out real quick. No, I'm not at Covenant anymore, and these questions is basically for people who haven't seen the video or don't know the update of where I'm at right now on my journey, uh, and filling out my information so I can dispatch, trying to do all this at one time. Not at Covenant anymore. Why did we leave? Me and my co-driver, we agreed on the year. After the year, we was going to go separate ways and do what we need to do, which is best for us. We agreed on everything throughout the year. Honestly, it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever been with, or I've ever been a part of, that involves someone who I don't have a background with. We didn't have any problems together. The year was honestly was smooth. I don't regret anything about it. No matter what Covenant took us through, don't regret it. We definitely learned a lot, and yeah, the reason we left is because we agreed on the year, and then we go our separate ways. So mid February was our year. The next month in March, I left March 2nd or 3rd. He left March 1st, and that was pretty much it. We still communicate every single week. We talking to each other to this day. Uh, Let me see. How do we deal with dispatch because they're rude and all of that? So honestly, the way you got to look as it is, all they're doing is giving you loads and giving you directions. You can't let them be rude to you. You can't let them being rude to you distract and upset you and your emotions or affect you and your hours. Because at the end of the day, the miles that you accumulate, if you're letting someone who's dispatching you get into your head and make you angry, make you make bad choices, run less miles, at the end of the day, that's your pockets. That's your family's pockets. That's your bills. That's your responsibility. So the way we looked at as well, mainly me, and I'm pretty sure I said this in a previous video. If not, I'm gonna say it. If they see it, I don't care. I don't care who's above me. If you're dispatch, if you're giving me loads, if you're my manager, if you feel like you can disrespect me over the phone, then there's something wrong with that. But I seen it as, you can't beat me. I'm not gonna let you affect my money. Well, I'm gonna try to take as much as I can away from you messing up my money, because there's some stuff that you just can't do. If you going back and forth with your dispatch, they can easily send you places you don't want to go. They could easily send us from Colton, California, up to Nebraska to Wyoming, and then back to Nebraska, back down to Colton. And they knew we wasn't about that. They knew, I'm like, we're not going here for bad weather. We're scheduled to run from California to the East Coast and back. Only way we should be running up to Nebraska or Wyoming is if we short on hours or miles. Not miles, on hours. So we can do that quick run and come back to Colton, do our reset, and then do a full run the next week. That's the only reason we should be doing that. So we had to tell them a couple times, we ain't moving. We're not being sent. We're not drivers that prove themselves to running high miles every week. And we sat in California. We both seen it as, we're not running to Nebraska. We're not running to Wyoming when they got shitty ass weather, and you got new drivers that's driving from California that can't even park in the parking lot. That's parking in the middle of the parking lot and causing havoc. You sending them from Colton, California over to Jacksonville, Florida, and and we sitting here waiting on a load, and you trying to send us to Nebraska. That's a few hours. Like, why would we run that? And we've already proven ourselves. So we had to give them attitude hella times. And they try to say, you're not getting this, you're not getting that. But at the end of the day, you got to realize, I feel like they're seen as higher up than us drivers when we're the one doing the actual work. But I know for a fact they're seen as higher than us. So anyone above them is going to take their word before the drivers. So don't let dispatch, sometimes they won't answer. Sometimes they'll give you false information. Sometimes they won't give you information. Sometimes you got to deal with being on hold for a long time. Sometimes you got to deal with uh, a lot of stuff. You just got to look at it as, at the end of the day, it's your money. Don't cause havoc and then cause a worse situation out of it. So you just got to look past some stuff. If you ain't getting along with your dispatch, get an endorsement, get your training hours, and get to a new team. Like, that's really all it takes. Like, if we was having problems with one team, we got our hazmat. Well, I think already we got our hazmat, uh, hazmat takers, and then we started doing reefer, and then we was cool. Like, it's all about some certain teams treat you differently. So if you having a problem here, you can always speak up about it. But if you having a problem here, you getting less miles. Why not seek different opportunities in the same company? You ain't got to just leave. Just seek different opportunities into the company. Some stuff you just got to deal with because at the end of the day, uh, that's your job. That's your career. If you ain't no entrepreneur and you ain't at the top, the tip top CEO type stuff, some stuff you got to deal with. Some stuff you got to look at it as a loss. That's just the way life is. So that's all them questions. So now I'm ahead to my company. I'm at 7 minutes. Okay, cool. My company, no, we don't hire brand new drivers. We start at 3 to 6 months. It's nothing to get your CDLs. Go to a hiring company that's going to hire you right out the bat, knock out 3 to 6 months or even a year. 3 to 6 months, that's going to come back. That's going to come by so smooth, like you don't even understand. So, no, we don't hire new drivers, but 3 to 6 months is all you need. You come to my job, with 3 months, you can work local. Still home every day, still making pretty good money. You come with 6 months, you can work over the road OTR. You still home every day, you just going state to state. 3 to 6 months is all you need from my company. So that answers that question. The next question is the hiring process. Hiring process was pretty easy. The way I went about it is, since I was regional at Pole Transportation, anytime I could find time to come in during the week, whenever I'm passing by and I got time to stop in, I made myself noticeable with the manager of the plant, the people around, and I made myself noticeable and basically known as dependable. And I really wanted this job, so I'm pretty sure that sped it up a lot. So I did my interview, in-house interview, gave them the papers, got a call back in a few days, and then it really started when I came in to have the face-to-face conversation, the on-phone conversation, interviews, and just to overlook of the company. That took a day, did that in a day, left, went to go take my physical, came back the next day, which was Friday. I did forklift training, paperwork, uh, paperwork for that, and then hazmat training paperwork. Did that, knocked that out. Then that same day, Friday, I went to go take my drug test. Came back Monday. I did training. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he drove. Wednesday, I drove us back. And Thursday, I was on myself. I had my own truck. I was solo. I mean, so if depending on what all you do to show that you really want the job, if you stay on top of them like you really want that job, I don't see why it should take any longer than a week and a half, 2 weeks. That's basically the hire process. Like, if you put all the days together besides the weekend, it was really only a week. Uh, I mean, once you do the phone conversation with corporate, they're only asking you simple questions, and they're trying to answer any questions you got that you don't have in front of you. I mean, it's pretty much just that easy. And then once you get started with the company, you get out of training, it takes you about 2 to 3 weeks to get one of these. So the first couple weeks, they will tell you it's going to be a bit. bouncy just because you can't dispatch yourself. So when you make it to work, you got to call. When you make it to your location, you got to call. Um, I mean, but after I got that, it just became way easier, and then I could focus on um, being better on the forklift, and that was pretty much everything. So I just cut 2 minutes, 3 minutes out of from the last video. I got it down to this. So uh, I want to make sure I answered everything. Like I said, I'm gonna be trying to post a video every Thursday, midnight, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. I'm gonna be trying to post a video every single week for you guys. For any questions that y'all might have, and since this video is pretty much answering questions, it's not a normal type of video from me. I'm going to I'm going to post a video tomorrow. So I'm gonna have two back-to-back videos. I'm gonna post a video tomorrow of the topic that I really wanted to come at you guys with. So I hope y'all enjoy your night. Stay safe. Keep on trucking.